The future of man includes the dead body, if only the living body thought of who would handle it. Welcome to sign 168 of chapter 3 of the Holy Quran. Namshi. الذين قالوا لإخوانهم وقعدوا الذين قالوا لإخوانهم وقعدوا لو أطاعونا لو أطاعونا لو أطاعونا ما قتلوا. Let me take it again. الذين قالوا لإخوانهم وقعدوا لو أطاعونا ما قتلوا. Better, I think, better this time. The R is in brackets. The R in brackets. Please, you have to take the sentence from the previous verse. The R, that's those who conceal. The last verse is talking about concealing. They are the ones that say, into brackets, of their brethren. That say of their brethren, into brackets. Remember, there is li'ihwanihim here, li'ihwanihim. So, okay, I don't know what the brackets. Anyway, let me repeat with the brackets. They are the ones that say of their brethren, while they themselves sit at ease. At ease is in brackets. While they themselves sit at ease. Waka'adu. While they themselves sit. Waka'adu. If only they had listened to us, they would not have been slain. And that is lo ata'una ma katalu. Lo ata'una ma katalu. If only they had listened to us, they would not have been slain. Yes, that's the work of the cowardice. Sorry, that's the work of cowardice. Pardon me. That's the work of cowardice. And what is Al-Mustafa supposed to tell them? Let's see. Kul فَإِرَّؤُوا أَنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ الْمَوْتَ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. Kul فَإِرَّؤُوا أَنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ الْمَوْتَ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. Say, Kul, avert death. Idra'u, avert death. Idra'u, avert death from your own self. Min anfusukum. An anfusukum. Avert death from yourselves. An from yourselves. An anfusukum. Al-mota, death. In kuntum sadiqin, if you speak the truth. So those who fear to go to war and rather talk to the dead, saying they would not have been killed if they had listened to them. Then God is telling Muhammad to tell such people, they should, if they are telling the truth, they should say if they themselves can avert death from themselves, even while sitting there. All right. No note to that. So we shall go to sign 169. Wala yasabanna allazina kutilu fi sabilillahi amwatan. Wala yasabanna allazina kutilu fi sabilillahi amwatan, dead. amwatan. Think not of those who are slain in God's way, tasabuna, la tasabuna, think not, in God's way as dead, amwatan, mm, uh, bal, ahy, bal, ahya'un, bal, ahya'un, bal, ahya'un. Nay, they live, they are alive. Nay, they live, bal, ahya'un, they are alive, or they live. Bal, in the rabihim yurzakun. Bal ayaun inda rabihim yurzakun. Bal, say bal again. Nay, they live, finding their sustenance from their Lord inda rabihim, finding their yurzakun, finding their sustenance inda rabihim from their Lord. Let's go to, no, there is a note to read, 477. 477. And it's against the dead being said to be living. They are not dead, they are alive. 477. A beautiful passage about the martyrs in the cause of truth, full stop. They are not dead. They live, dash, and in a far higher, deeper sense than in the life they have left. Life they have left behind. Or than the life they have left. Sorry, let me not confuse you or confuse myself. In the life they have left, full stop. Even those who have no faith in the hereafter honor those that die in their cause with a crown of immortality in the minds and memories of generations unborn. Full stop. But in faith, we see a higher, truer, and less relative immortality, and less relative immortality, full stop. Perhaps immortality is not the right word in this connection, as it implies a continuation of this life. Full stop. In their case, through the gateway of death, they enter the true, real life, as opposed to the shadow here. So here we have been told that death is a gateway. It's a door. When you die, people will cry, oh, yeah, it's a door to enter a better life. For those who die as martyrs, who die in the way of God, fi sabilillah. And that is note 477 to sign 169. Let's go to 170, which is also a sign. 170. Farihina bima atahum Allahu min fadlihi. Farihina bima atahum Allahu min fadlihi. We are continuing with the matters. They rejoice in the bounty provided by God. Farihuna, rejoice. Bounty provided by God. Min fadli rabihim. Bounty by God. Min fadlihi. ويستبشرون بالذين لم يلحقوا بهم من ألفهم ألا خوف عليهم ولا هم Zanun. Uh, and with regard to those left behind who have not yet joined them in bliss, the martyrs, the martyrs, martyrs is in brackets. Without it reads, oh no, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, the glory in the fact that, yes, the glory in the fact that on them is no fear, la hofen, uh, la hofen, ahum, let me see. Lam yalhaqu bihim min halfihim Allah hofen, sorry, Allah hofen. Uh, Allah hofen. It's not la hofen. Mm. Glory in the fact that on them is no fear. Allah hofen alayhim. On no fear on them. Uh, Nor have they cause to grieve. Nor have they cause to grieve. Cause to is in brackets. Without it, it would read, nor have they grief. It doesn't make sense. We have to join them together. Nor have they cause to grieve. Walam, walahum, yeah, zanun. Walahum, yeah, zanun. Nor have they cause to believe. Nor have they cause to grieve. I think it's sensible without the. It still makes sense without the comments brackets. So let's now read with the brackets and see. Nor have they grieve. Nor have they grieve. Or with the brackets, nor have they cause to grieve. Mm. And the note rate is 478. That's cause to grieve. It's talking about grieving. 478. Pardon me, viewers. 478. I'm determined to continue with the videos because man doesn't know when this cough will stop. Chronic cough, you can call it. All right. The martyrs not only rejoice at the bliss they have themselves obtained. The martyrs, let me take it again. The martyrs not only rejoice. The martyrs not the martyrs not only rejoice at the bliss they have themselves attained. So it's a full stop. The martyrs not only rejoice at the bliss, BLISS, at the bliss they have themselves attained. Full stop. The dear ones left behind are in their thoughts. Sure, eh? That when a martyr dies, his thoughts are still with the dear ones he left behind. So that's continuation of life after death. Their thoughts behind are in their thoughts. Those they left behind, the thoughts are in the dear ones left behind are in their thoughts. Semicolon. It is part of their glory that they have saved their dear ones from fear, sorrow, humiliation, and grief in this life, even before they come to share in the glories of the hereafter. Well, but the dear ones left behind grieve. Even though they die as martyrs, we still grieve when somebody dies at a martyr. Hmm? Okay, anyway, of course, believers will not. I think so, yes, believers will not. Those who have strong faith will not, because they also believe that those matters are in God's hands, enjoying the bounties of God. Yeah. Okay. 478. There is a paragraph to read. There is another paragraph. Note how the refrain, mm, and then we have double inverted commas. On them shall be no grief, nor shall they grieve. La hofen. Oh, okay, let's go. The refrain. On them shall be no grief, nor shall. Note the refrain. On them shall be no grief, nor shall they grieve. Mm. Comes on here with a new and appropriate meaning. Full stop. Besides other things, it means that the dear ones have no cause to grieve at the death of the matter. Okay, I think that's what I was talking about. Huh? We grieve, but in fact, we have no cause to grieve. If we think of the fact that they are at the side of God, enjoying His bounties, God's bounties. They have grief at the death of the martyrs. Column. Rather, they cause to rejoice. Rather have they cause to rejoice. Rather have they cause to rejoice. If I'm fighting in a war and a fellow one is dead, a fellow one gets killed in the cause of God, you should rather rejoice because you know he is not dead but alive with God. Okay, that's note 478. That's note 478 to sign 170. Let's go to sign 171, which happens to be the last sign of the section 17. Namshi. Yastabshiruna binimatin minallahi. Yastabshiruna binimatin minallahi. You see, some ladies call themselves mustabshira. So when you hear somebody called mustabshira, let's read the meaning here. They rejoice in the grace and bounty from God. So mustabshira means rejoicing. If you remember in my earlier videos, I did lawama amara mutma'inna. So mustabshira is like in the group of mutma'inna. They are okay with life. They are rejoicing. So mustabshira, if you hear it anywhere, one of the meanings is rejoice or rejoicing. Yastabshiruna benigmati minallah. Benigmati minallah, grace and bounty from God. وفضله من الله وفضله نعمة grace and bounty فضله وأن الله لا يضيع أجر المؤمنين إن الله لا إن الله لا يضيع أجر المؤمنين. The reward of the faithful mu'mineen. God suffereth not the reward of the faithful to be lost, into brackets, in the list. So in the list is in brackets. Without it, it simply reads, God suffereth not the reward of the faithful to be lost. Inna allaha la yidiu ajrul mu'minin. Elsewhere, it is said, Wala yudi allaha sayakum. Your efforts will not go in vain. La yudia sayakum. Your efforts. That's the end of sign 171, like I said before. We shall therefore halt here and continue in our next sign of the section. No, of the next sign of a different section, section 18. That's all. Thank you very much. Bye bye. May God be with you all.